Susan, good news for our country. People say embarrassment for Ghana because these are people who have held offices and shouldn't put themselves through this.
Oh, I agree that they shouldn't put themselves through this. But whether as a country we are embarrassed, I don't believe we are embarrassed.
They served us at the highest levels.
So they should be allowed to do as they please.
The international media is talking about it. Then they are talking about Ghana, fugitives from justice.
How will we put it? We don't care. This is about us. It's about time that we put us first before we put anybody else. And this is about us. I think that we shouldn't worry whether it's an embarrassment that people have been, as for Sedina, she has been judged to have committed a crime. And asking her to come back and serve her sentence is good for us as a people, for people to see that crime doesn't pay. You understand? It is good for the government to show that even our own, if you fall foul of the law, you will be punished. It is good for the legacy of His Excellency John Dramani to show that in his time, there was zero tolerance, irrespective of whether you're a family member or not. And the fact that you punish a family member for wrongdoing doesn't mean that you hate them. It's a deterrent for other people to see. If we don't start punishing the political elite, then we should forget about the people down there, because they look up to the political elite to show the way, to show direction. And if the political elite are going to get away with all sorts of things, then the people down there are going to say, but really, what gives? I mean, we will do as we please. And a lot of the indiscipline and corruption you see in our society is because the political elite seem to be getting away with corruption. So we don't care whether it's an embarrassment. I don't know who is embarrassed, because basically I think that if you called 10 Ghanaians off the street and asked them that, is it okay that somebody who has been deemed to be corrupt has taken the money of poor women, of people who are struggling to put food on their table, has taken the money and wantonly used it for whatever, is being punished? Are you embarrassed that the person is coming home and it is in the news? I'm sure they'll say no. You understand? And we don't care what other people say. So for me, it's not an embarrassment at all. I think that we need to do this. We need to show that we are not going to tolerate corruption, and it is not business as usual. So I'm not. With Ken Ofori-Atta, maybe it's an embarrassment to himself, because if he actually feels that he is innocent of all the things that he's being charged with, I think it's 70-something, another 78 counts or so. And
in Sedina's case too, there were 78 charges.
78 seems to be the magic word, magic number.
Actually, I'd forgotten about that number. I thought in her case, the charges were actually more. But it does appear that both 78
seem to be fixated with the 78. But I think that, if he cares a lot about his reputation, he will come and let the truth, or whatever the truth may be, come up. You understand?
Well, nice. It looks like, voluntary return may not be an option anymore. It may be too late.
Yeah. So why is it an embarrassment to us? I mean, why should we be embarrassed for somebody to come and answer for his tenure of office? You understand? I'm very sure that there are even MPP people who want him to come back.
Some have made comments so far, and they are saying that the party should be calling him to come.
Yeah, so it helps. It helps their own reputation to say that, okay, we even asked for him to come back, and if they actually believe that he's innocent of all the charges against him, he should come and prove.
But that call may be too late in the day, because it may only be relevant if he's facing eyes only for the immigration process, and he succeeds in the immigration process and he stays back. But if this terminates in his deportation, it is not your call that makes any difference because he's coming anyway.
So we would hope that the ICE that we see now is not the ICE that used to be of yesterday. This is a totally different ICE. You get it. And if they think that, well, go to your country and go and answer to charges. I mean, this is a country now that goes into another country, pulls the president out, and says, we are bringing you to our country to charge you and try you for all sorts of drugs, etc., all sorts of crimes. You understand? If they, in the same turn, decide that there's a country who has determined that somebody should come and answer for their crimes, they are going to keep that person. They will be speaking on both sides of their mouth. You understand? It won't go with the current era of what is going on in America. You understand? So I am hoping that ICE will be the ICE that we see now and say, go and answer to your charges.
Right.
Okay.
So those were